everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to do a quick haul for you guys today because I did do a really good haul yesterday. I actually went to two stores. The first one was a Goodwill. The Goodwill where I picked up the Tiffany's and company glasses, so they always have good finds for me. And then the second one was my frequently shopped at Family Thrift. And I'm so, because initially I wasn't going to go. Like, no, I don't want to go. But I ended up going, and I'm so thankful that I did. They had all clothes half off. And I usually do good, anyway, because I'll just select all the items that have like the certain tags. If it's red tag, green tag, half off, I'll just look for those items. But this was even better because it didn't matter what the tag color was. Everything was half off. And the good thing about it is their clothes are so well priced. You know, it's like very fair. So I'm going to go ahead and go start because there's quite a few pieces that I picked up. And I'm going to jump right into it, okay? So the first item that I picked up was this Express one-button blazer. Just a women's career blazer. And it's a black tailored. It is a size 0. And this was $2.99 with half off, so I paid $1.50 for this. And I typically get Express, Banana Republic. They have a lot of good jackets in this particular thrift store. But the only thing are those jackets are frequently for smaller sizes. But that's okay, because smaller sizes still, they take longer. But for $1.50 for a nice tailored Express black career jacket, it's gonna sell. And I only paid $1.50 for it. This is a BCBG generation, size small. Just a cute little nude button-up. A nude color button-up. And it has a slit in the back. And I love these because if you are a little heavier in your midsection, this kind of helps that. And it's not so tight when you button up your blouse. So I love when they have the slit in the back because it gives you that breathing room that you need, especially if you're like a smaller girl and have a bigger. That's how I am. Like, although my face looks extra fat today, I don't know why, but I'm typically a smaller frame, but I have my midsection is what's larger on my body. And so this is BCBG generation. This was $2.99 with half off, so this was $1.50. So yeah, I mean, this was a really good haul. This is a Ralph Lauren 100% linen. And this is the reason why I got it, because Ralph Lauren, I won't say it doesn't sell, because I've had a few Ralph Lauren pieces sell. But I think because there's so many items to choose from, Ralph Lauren does not fly off the shelves for me. So I am very selective when I'm picking up Ralph Lauren items. But the reason why I selected this particular piece was because of the vibrant red color as well as the fabric. This is 100% linen. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. 100%. Well, you can see it. But this is 100% linen, and it was $2.99 with half off. So this was $1.50 for 100% linen Ralph Lauren button-up with the gold embroidered buttons. Like, somebody's going to pick that up. Not worried about it. Now, this item, I was so disappointed. Because this particular thrift store, I always find nice Calvin Klein dresses. And I found this dress, and it's still a nice dress. It's just a horizontal stripe dress. And it's about knee length. It is a size 4. I don't know if you can see it right there. Size 4. And this was $2.50. But the thing that made me so upset was the belt was attached when I picked this up. It was a patent leather black belt. But when I went to the cash register, I was debating on whether I should get this because I literally went back and just looked all over the store like 2 or 3 times. And I still couldn't find anything, so. But for $2.50, I might just search for a belt to fill in because you can find belts for 99 cents at the Goodwill. So even for $3.50, a Calvin Klein tailor dress. Someone's going to pick it up. This next brand is Jones Studio. Now, I always get this mixed up with Jones, New York. And they might be the same, but this particular name sells... I just sold a blazer for $25 and I have one priced at around $20 or $25. So when I find these items, I try to pick them up because the resale on these are great. This was $2.99 with half off, so I paid $1.50 for this. And it's just a short sleeve separate. It'll be nicely paired with a dark khaki or a dark brown. It has the brown button. And it has the tailored waistline, the belt. So perfect for like springtime, summertime, when it kind of gets a little bit hot, warm outside. This is a perfect piece to wear to work. So picked up that. I picked up this two-piece Talbots. I say it wrong every single time. Talbot suit. It's just a two-piece, size 10 stretch. Plaid, black and brown plaid suit. It's a size 10. And this guy's was $3. I paid $3 for this suit. And I picked up suits from this particular store all the time, the two-piece suits. And I even actually picked up one for myself that I'm going to keep. I'm still working on sewing up the split for that before I try to wear it to church. But $3 where can you find a two-piece suit? And then I actually got a three-piece suit for $3. So those sell for about between 20. I try to price them at like $20 to $27. I paid $3 for it. I'll get about, depending on how much it takes to ship, even if at the max is $17, I'll still get about a $10 or a $7 profit. And it's a quick turnaround because the suits, they go quick because it's hard to find two-piece suits. So after I ship it and get my money back for the purchase, I'll get about a $7 profit, which is good for me, and especially if they're a quick turnaround. Because that $7, I can go buy 2 more suits and get $14. This next item is a Talbot's dress, and these are actually good finds. Talbot's dress, they're like knee length. And this is a size 12. Oh, I might try this on because I can wear 12. And this was $3.99 with half off. So I paid $2 for it. And Talbot's is a very good brand, good quality. Just a solid dress, cute. It'll be cute to pair with like a nice heel. So I got that one, and I think this one is a Talbot's as well. Yep. So somebody, I don't know. I might end up keeping this if it's the right length. But these are nice to pair with, like, this would be nice with a black blazer and some black pumps. They have the slits in the back. And both of these were $3.99 with half off. So I paid $2 for these. And I could easily price this at, sometimes I've even priced my dresses at $27. And I've gotten, they sold for $27. But I will take about $20 for this, like $19.99. I usually price my dresses, especially if I'm only paying $2 for them, I price them at $19.99. For me, it's a good profit. And my dresses, if they're a nice brand, they sell. So, a lot of my stuff, I mean, nothing really sells overnight. I have some items that have sold overnight. But I know that, you know, it's going to take a while for them to sell. But that's fine because I think my purchase was like between 30 and 40 for all of these items. So, obviously, I'm going to get, you know, a great return on these investments. This is a Tommy Bahama color block. Just cute little summer dress. Cute. Tommy Bahama, there's the sign. It's a size small. And this was $2.50. Tommy Bahama is a very good brand and it sells well. And I think this particular dress I might be able to price this at a more competitive price just because this is more current. Like Tommy Bahama does a lot of flowers and things like that. But that dress is more current. Color blocking is in. So, I think I have... So, I picked this up actually from the Goodwill. So, and these I paid a higher price just because these are more of the designers are have higher quality clothing and higher price clothing. So I know that the resale value for these. And I actually looked up the comps. This is a Linda Allard Ellen Tracy combination. And this is a size 2. But guys, look at the color. Like, this is so cute for the fall. It's not red. It's showing up as red on the camera, but this like a very vibrant pinkish peach. And this was $5.99, but the comps on these were great. Like, these I've seen, these were like in $99 for the comps. Between $50 to $99. So would I pay $5? Absolutely. Because I'm going to price it somewhere in between there, and I hope to get a decent return on my investment. So for $6, if nothing else, I always say I'm not going to purchase anything that I don't feel like I'm going to get my return on my investment for. So if I'm going to pay, even if I pay $6, obviously I believe that I'm going to at least get $6 or more for it. Okay. So just a rule of thumb, you know, don't pay anything that you know that if you would try to resell, or if I purchase something for $5 and I can't get anything higher than like $12 for it, because you have to include shipping, you have to include what eBay is going to take out of it. So if you're not going to get anything as far as what you've invested in it, then it's not worth getting. You know, some things are cute and I'll be like, oh, I would wear this, but not everybody will wear it. And if they did, they wouldn't pay the price that I would have to market the item at in order to purchase it. So it's really not that much, you know, not worth the risk, I'll say. So this is an Athleta, and I also got this from the Goodwill. Like I said, they have, this particular store has the good brands. Athleta, size extra small petite. This was $5.99 as well. None of these were half off. But the reason I ended up purchasing, this is like a, I want to say a flower print. You can't see, but it's a spiral flower print. It's just a cute little, and it has the rouging right here. So the reason why I purchased these is because I had in-store credit. Otherwise, I probably would have walked away from, even if the investment, like for that coat, not so much, but I'm not too familiar with that brand, so it would have been more of a risk to have purchased that coat. Not really being familiar with it at $6, because you just never know. But I'm going to get my return back. But keep in mind, when you're purchasing things and you're not really familiar, like some brands I know I'm going to resell off the bat. I know I'm going to resell. I've sold them before, so I'll take the risk, especially if it's like, even if it's a higher, like a $5 or $6 purchase, I'll take the risk, especially with like Amazon, because my products always sell. I always sell out on Amazon. But with eBay, it's not as promising. So I try to be careful when I'm sourcing for eBay. The next few items. Oh, I found this. So I found this, I want to say Pierce top. Now, the reason why I picked it up was because I thought it was, when I looked at the comps, they were basically saying that this is in relation to James Pierce. I'm not sure, but there were other items that were like James Pierce. I don't know if that's true or if the seller actually got it confused. I'm going to have to do some more research on this. But I did research the comps in the store, and they were pretty good. So I went ahead and took the risk. This was $3.99. And it's Pierce. If you guys are watching and you know if it's connected to James Pierce, feel free to let me know, because I'm not as familiar with that brand anyway. But it's actually a cute little rainbow flower top. Like I said, $3.99, not that much of a risk. If push comes to shove, it is my size, which actually, now that I'm looking at it, it does have some staining on the bottom, so I might not try to sell this. I've gotten in the habit to where I try to not sell things that are like, that have things wrong with them, because at the end of the day, it's just not worth it. And it's not worth the risk of the return, because once I make a sale, I want it to be like complete. But so that's why I'm trying to become more careful when I'm selecting, reviewing the items when I'm selecting, because it's just not worth it. Especially in some thrift stores, like Goodwill will at least allow you 10 days to return a purchase. I know the ones in Wisconsin or Milwaukee does, but the thrift store doesn't. So You know, if you pick up like a bigger item, like even with furniture at the thrift store, they don't allow you to return it. Like if it breaks, now they do it for electronics at the thrift store, but that is the only item. Okay, so if you ever, you know, are purchasing stuff from the secondhand store, just keep in mind that these things are something that you may end up having to keep. I don't know why I look so chunky, guys. Like, I'm thick, but I'm not this thick. But they say the camera does add 10 pounds, so. But that's okay. Next time you see me, you'll see, oh, look like she lost weight. No, it's just, for some reason, this dress makes me look 1,000 pounds heavier than I really am. So, this next item is a Patagonia skirt. It's a size small. And I'm not as familiar with the Patagonia brand, but I actually found a few Patagonia pieces, and I actually have listed it, so I'm familiar with the comps. So I know once it does sell, it's going to be a good return on my investment. So I went ahead and picked this up. This was $6.99, and it's just a cute, fun, faux wrap, chocolate brown skirt. And at the end of the day, this is a good brand. Some brands just sell themselves. So Patagonia, I've heard really great things, really great reviews about this product. So, and again, I had the in-store credit and I wanted to use it. So I wasn't finding anything that was worth, like any smaller designer items that was worth the risk. So I went ahead and took the risk on the bigger purchases. The next item, I actually got this at the thrift store. I don't know how this is still. This is a Lucky Brand dress. It's really cute. It's like a Hawaiian feel. Just a Lucky Brand spaghetti strap. And it actually has the higher bust line. And it has the buttons on the side. This was actually a good price. This was $2.99 with half off. So I paid $1.50 for this. And Lucky Brand sells really well for me. Lucky Brand is still a good brand. People support it. And so as a reseller, that's always good for business. Okay, so I only have 4 more, guys. The last 4 items. And so I actually looked up at the Goodwill and I actually did find a James Pierce item. So here's a James Pierce, just a standard black dress. I'm not sure, because for me, James Pierce, his clothes really doesn't stand out to me. Like, I have a James Pierce shirt that I recently bought, and it was just like a regular shirt. So that just proves that some names just sell, even if the clothes aren't like the best or like they stand out. This is just an ordinary black dress. I've seen, you know, some dresses that are more elaborate. But it obviously is the name that sells. So this was $5.99. So I went ahead and picked this up. It's just a regular standard black dress. Just what it says, standard James Pierce. And so I don't know if this line is just a, I want to say, you know how sometimes they'll have different styles, different, you know, product lines within that designer brand. And so this might be a lower of the Jane, like when it says standard, like you'll have some designers use basic, but this is standard, so maybe that's why. I'm not sure why, but I do know that it sells well for resellers, so I'm going to pick it up every time I see it. Now, these last 3 items were a score. This is a regular top, just a regular top, and it's a nice top, actually, when you just, at first glance, this is a very pretty top. But what stands out about this top is that this is the limited, but this is the Scandal collection. And resellers, if you ever are out and about, pick this up. I picked up a blazer. It was like a tweed blazer, the limited edition. But it was the Scandal edition, and like it had a rip in it, it had a tear in the back, and everything. Like it wasn't, I didn't even think it was gonna sell. The blazer sold for like $20-something, and I didn't pay much for it. I think I bought it at the Goodwill. It was half off. So I want to say maybe I paid $2. If I paid $5, but I made my money back, and it was like it sold within a matter. It either sold 24 hours after I posted it, or within a matter of a few days. Like they were on it. So if you can, pick up the Scandal edition, because it will sell, and like I said, it's a good reseller purchase. This was $2.99 with half off, so I paid $1.50 for it. And I actually seen this same blouse in the Goodwill, and I was going to pay more for it. But I think it was a rip in it. So I didn't want to, you know, risk it. But for $1.50 for a Scandal edition, I'm getting it. And these last two items, guys, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but if you do follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I recently sold an Eileen Fisher. Basically, it was like a long, oversized jean style jacket. And I purchased it for $4.99 and it sold for $45. $45 for that jacket. So it's like, I'm never going to pass up Eileen Fisher moving forward, because even if I don't make $45, it's a great resale brand. I wasn't familiar with it. And actually, guys, I have seen throughout my thrifting years, I have seen Eileen Fisher is a name that's, because of the lettering and because of the way that it's branded, you don't forget how this looks, even though it looks very standard. I don't know if something about the lettering that you're gonna always remember that you've seen it before. And so throughout my thrifting years, if I would have known that I was gonna be a full-time reseller, I would have just stocked up on Eileen Fisher, because I've seen it throughout the years. So now, of course, I'm not gonna pass it up, knowing that I'm a full-time reseller. So I found this item, and this was actually a score. It's just a ruby red. It's so like a rich ruby red. And I'm pretty sure it's silk, because I did. Yep, it's 100% silk. A 100% silk Eileen Fisher ruby red tailored waist button-up blouse. And it has the high neck, like this is still, it has the V-neck, but it still adds care to the top. And guys, guess how much this was? $3.99 with half off. So I paid $2 for this Eileen Fisher shirt. And I didn't even look at the comps, but I don't have to look at the comps. This Eileen Fisher. And so, for me, there's just some things that are scores. And this, to me, was a good score. Now, my last item that I picked up was also a good store. Like, I was so happy that I went, because honestly, guys, I wasn't even going to go. Like, not that I, never wanted to return, but I had already went to a Goodwill before, and it was just something had happened. I was just not in a good mood. It wasn't the best experience that I had ever. And don't get me wrong, it's not going to stop me from going to the Goodwill. But at that day, I just was kind of tired and was ready to go home. But I ended up stopping at the Goodwill on my way home. And at the thrift store on my way home. And I'm so glad I did, guys. Like, so glad. Could y'all please look at this? Like, I'm not even lying when I say I'm so happy I found this. Guess what this is, y'all? This is a Marc Jacobs. Marc Jacobs. Blue jean. Blazer. Marc Jacobs. And y'all, I don't know if maybe the person I don't know if they was half asleep, but this was $2.99 plus half. I paid $1.50 for a Marc Jacobs blazer. $1.50. That's it. So I'm not sure, because this particular Goodwill, they do really good with their price. I was looking for another tag, because sometimes they'll have it. But I was just trying to see what the fabric. This is just 100% cotton. Yep, 100% cotton. But I was like, huh? Like, what they mean by pricing is so low? But they actually have some good brands. They have some good brands. I always find really good brands. But some thrift stores will, like, they even have items that they place behind the case, behind the counter. So I'm surprised this wasn't, because that's where I found those Kate Spade shoes. They were behind the counter. So certain brands they will place behind the counter. I'm not sure why they just let somebody have this for $1.50, but I don't have any complaints because it was me. And so, guys, those were the items that I picked up from this haul. So I got a few pieces. I'm trying to get my listings to 300, which is not a lot. I mean, I'm small, and until I find another employee, or decide to add someone to the team, I'm going to keep my listings small because I don't want to any room for error. Plus, I'm doing 3 different platforms, like I said, Amazon, eBay, and Poshmark. I'm dibble and dabble in, so I don't want to get too sidetracked with too many things, because I want to be able to have a successful business and provide good quality service. So again, thanks so much for joining me, you guys, and I hope to continue my thrift store hauls, as I know I will. But I want to encourage you guys, if you are reselling out there, keep it up, because you just can't beat it. Like, I love what I do. I love the hunt of thrifting. So for me, this is like the best job ever. So I'm hoping that as I continue to, I'm sorry guys, I always get calls when I'm doing video. As I continue to do my YouTube channels, that I can educate you guys and motivate you guys to get out there and just do what you love. But until next time, you guys, take care.